Hello, this is Ed Burke with PlaceForTraders.com for Wednesday, May 13th. Starting off in the June Mini S&P. In my last video, I talked about the pivot level for Tuesday of 913 and a quarter. Above 913 and a quarter in the June Mini S&P is considered bullish. Below 913 and a quarter is considered bearish. I had the first line of support down at 902.75. The second line of support down at 895.75. Now, these are 15-minute bars. This is going all the way back to Monday evening. You can see that the market was trading in a small range, bouncing off the first level of support at 902.75, going all the way into early Tuesday morning. Early Tuesday morning, then the market obviously broke out to the upside, going towards that pivot level of 913 and a quarter. We went above the pivot level. We reached the high on both sessions right here. This was still before the regular trading session opened. The market had the high right there of 915 and a quarter. You could see that the pivot level served as some resistance overnight as we went over the pivot level, had this little sell-off. The market then rallies right back to the pivot level before the open. This is where the regular trading session opened, just below the pivot level of 913 and a quarter. This high on this 15-minute bar, the high on the opening 15-minute bar of the regular trading session was actually 913 even, one tick off that pivot level. Obviously, you could see that after the regular session opened, then we started selling off. Within the first hour of trading, we broke through the first level of support at 902.75, ultimately going down to the second level of support at 895.75. This low right here was 894 even, so we went just barely through the second level of support. We then bounced off that level, had a nice little rally. For the most part, obviously the market was negative. The regular trading session was negative, well below the pivot level. And the first level of support was serving as a line of resistance for most of the day. But late in the day, we had this rally. It was actually spurred by financial stocks where we rallied over the first level of support. We still stayed under the pivot level. This high was still under the pivot level. We almost came right back down to the first level of support. That low right there was 903 and a quarter just before the close. That first level of support, obviously 902.75. The market settled at 906.75 right there. For Wednesday, I'm looking at the pivot level of 905 and a half. Market settled at 906.75. We need to stay above 905 and a half for a bullish market. Below 905 and a half in the June Mini S&P is considered bearish. I have the first line of resistance at 916.75. The second line of resistance at 927 and a half. For support, I'm looking at the first level of support at 895.75. The second level of support at 884 and a half. Some numbers that come out: 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time retail sales. The expectation is for a drop of 0.2%. Retail sales, excluding autos, the expectation is for unchanged. At 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, you have business inventories. The expectation is for a drop of 1%. And then at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, you also have the oil inventories, oil in the products. That's all I have for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't gone to my website as of yet, it's PlaceForTraders.com. You can go on there and sign up for the free alerts. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and good trading.